Do you feel you are now getting enough sleep?
I never get enough sleep, Doc. And I probably never will. As you know, there is something else inside me who never sleeps. Hi, Doc. You don't look so good. Got tea? I'm not sure if it's due to the treatment I've received here, but I can really say that tea has increased dramatically. It's now permanent, a continuous flow of noises. The voices are inside too, but I can't understand them. I'm fighting with it. Fighting to ignore it. Fighting tea. I hear there is a member of staff missing. I hope nothing serious, Doc.
I'm not sure. A nurse has been reported missing for a week now. Who mentioned it to you?
One of the security guys. He even questioned me about it.
Well, they have to ask whoever has been in contact with the nurse for help. Nothing to worry about.
Doc, a detective has asked me more questions about the missing staff member.
More questions?
Yes, I've been officially questioned by the police. What is this? A murder inquiry now?
Surely no one has been murdered. It's unthinkable.
Hey, Doc. Another missing person. What's going on? Surely the staff may have just quit the job.
Well, they are looking into it.
I wish they'd stop questioning me. They did it again this morning. For the first missing person, they believe it's homicide and someone local.
Local?
They have found the body of the missing nurse.
Have they?
Yes, haven't you heard?
No, I have had too much paperwork to catch up on and new patients to see.
She was found in the boiler room.
The boiler room?
Yes. She was stabbed apparently, but I don't have many details.
How awful.
It is. I suppose they will release more details soon. In the meantime, the hunt for the other missing girl is still ongoing.
Yes, I thought she was one of the occupational therapists.
The missing nurse?
Yes, I meant the other missing person.
It's getting really unsettling in here. There's a serial killer at large, and rumors are flying high.
Rumors?
Rumor has it that it's one of the patients from the center.
Really?
But other rumors have contradicted this. They talk about a jealous boyfriend.
I see.
Doc!
Mr. Roosevelt.
About time too. I'm telling you, the situation is getting really unbearable now.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? They've found the body. It was a male nurse. His face was completely mutilated, possibly with a big kitchen knife. from the centre's main kitchen.
Oh my God.
That's why they're investigating, and that's why I've been questioned again this morning.
Who would do a thing like that?
That's why they're investigating, and that's why I have been questioned again this morning.
I'm very sorry about this.
Have you been questioned?
Not yet. No. Mr. Roosevelt, have the voices continued to call?
The voices are always calling me and talking to me. They are guiding me, but I refuse to take any notice.
Do you really feel that there are more than one voice calling?
Yes, it is the whole United Nations in there. They all argue and disagree at the same time.
Can you distinguish them?
Doc, if I start doing this, I'll never be able to fight T. But yes, I can. So far I count nearly 100. I stopped counting at 66. But there are many more. I stopped isolating them the day I decided to ignore T.
How can you tell the amount of voices?
They always appear at some point, one by one. Always in definite layers, from the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere.
And the voices couldn't have been just sounds?
No, voices, real voices.
Oh, Mr. Roosevelt, I wonder what happened to you.
My apologies, Doc. I've been questioned again by the Gestapo.
I'm sorry?
The cops. They've questioned me about the new missing person.
Another one?
Yes, Doc. Another one. Look, Doc. I need to rush off to the bathroom. We're going to have to postpone this interview. I'm sorry. Don't tell me you haven't heard, Doc.
What happened now?
The whole centre is in a state of mayhem, and it's in the outside world too. My girlfriend called me on the cell and mentioned that briefly about the 3 murders at the centre. She doesn't know I'm here. And I very nearly dropped my foot in it.
3 murders?
Yes, homicide. They found the 3rd missing nurse, a male nurse in his 20s. They had to drain the swamps last night. What world you're living in, Doc? You seem completely oblivious to what is happening at the centre.
I'm sorry, I have been rather preoccupied by some paperwork lately. 3 murders now.
Yeah. Sounds impossible. It brings everything into clear perspective.
What does?
The murders. The murders make you think about life and death, Doc. About life, wanting to fight T.
Yes, I suppose it does.
A new murder has been announced.
Another one.
Steady on, Doc. I'm not the murderer, but there is still a lunatic at large within the centre, and if the cops can't find who it is, we could be next.
Next?
Yes, Doc, next. Doc, are you alright?
Yes. Will you excuse me? I need to go to the bathroom.
There is a serial killer at large, and I'm still a murder suspect. I really have enough. I couldn't even leave, even if you'd allow me to.
I'm really sorry about all this. I don't believe it will take any longer than a week. I myself have been questioned by the police this morning.
Surely you can't be a murder suspect.
They treat anyone, I suspect, anyone who may have been in close contact with the victims. God.
Yes. Who do you think would have murdered the nurses?
I have no idea.
Not a clue?
No, look here, it's very difficult, very hard. One thing is that the murderer should not in any way affect your recovery.
It won't. Trust me, I'm more determined than ever to leave this place and succeed with my life. No serial killer will change this.
Good, very good. I'm very glad to hear it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Doc. I believe the biggest evil in this world is palm oil.
Palm oil?
Yes. They're trying to kill everyone with it.
How?
All food and cosmetics contain the stuff. It's cheap stuff. It renders people obese, and it is a proven carcinogenic. I thought you were a scientist. You should know these things.
I'm not that kind of scientist. I'm a psychiatrist.
Well, Doc, if this isn't the work of the devil, I am.
You?
Yeah. I was born on the mark of the devil. On the 6th of January 1966 at 6 p.m. 6 minutes and 6 seconds past.
That's a lot of six.
Indeed, Doc. It could have been worse, though.
Worse?
Yes. It could have been the 6th of June 1966. 666, then at 6 p.m. 6 minutes and 6 seconds.
I suppose you're right. You may be saved there.
I hope so. Numbers are a strange thing. Will you agree, Doc?
Yes, I suppose they are. They define us. They are our DNA.
Thanks, Doc. You said I may be saved, and yet you said that they define our DNA. Then I am the mark of the devil.
Correction. You're not quite a devil. You weren't born with the number 666. In June, that is. Besides, you will still have 1 and 9 before the 66 in 1966. Therefore, I don't believe you qualify.
Thanks, Doc. That's a relief.
You shouldn't read too much into these things, and it's only a religious superstition. Nothing to worry about. You can trust me. I'm a doctor. Hey, Mr. Roosevelt.
Hey, Doc. Is it really you? I don't recognize you. All cleaned up.
I had time to rest.
You could now do with putting some weight on. How skinny are you?
I have always been this way.
Well, as long as you're healthy. I'm neither overweight nor skinny myself. But if I stop running, I'll put on all sorts of crap inside my body. Hi, Doc.
Mr. Roosevelt, you seem to be in excellent shape, and already as well.
Thanks, Doc. I seem to be.
As I have mentioned before, your treatment will end in 5 days. Well, another 4 days after today, and after this we won't see each other anymore.
Never?
No, I don't believe so. I have been as far as I could with you. Be able to communicate by email for a while. So if there's anything we see, you will be able to let me know.
Thanks, Doc. It's unbelievable. It's been 61 interviews already. I'm not sure if I will recognize the world anymore.
I'm sure you will.
I will be marrying my girlfriend this month. We've decided on that.
I'm very glad to hear it.
I have to say, Doc, that at present I can only hear a mild air conditioning system. It has been the case for a while.
I'm glad to hear it.
Obviously, there's things that I need to avoid and things that I need to do.
How will you cope if you are asked many questions by various people or hold any conferences?
The same as I have done so far with you, Doc. Holding on.
Is this what you have been doing here then?
Yep.
I thought tea went away.
Tea will never go away, but I can ignore it. I can communicate with you, talk to you, and still ignore it. I can ignore it now better than I ever did.
I'm glad to hear it, Mr. Roosevelt. Mr. Roosevelt?
Doc, I really need to apologize about my outburst yesterday. It's not like it shouldn't have happened. I wish it had never happened, and it's never going to happen again. You mark my word.
Mr. Roosevelt, it was actually a very normal thing to do. You couldn't help it. We've been seeing each other for over 2 months. You've achieved so much. It was bound to happen, and better here and now than later in the Senate.
I guess you're right, Doc. It's still scary. I've never cried since I was a kid, and never to that extent.
It's good for your nerves, good for your eyes, and you've released some unwanted toxins at the same time. Think of it in this way.
I will try.
Please delete yesterday from your memory if you can.
T will never allow it, but I'll try to ignore it. Thanks, Doc. It has been a very strange couple of months in here, Doc.
I agree.
It really helped put my own house and my head in order and view things from a different perspective, and I'm trying really hard to suppress those awful murders from my memory. But they're not fading away that easily.
It was very frightening. I myself am lost to explain what happened.
So scary. The victims have been killed with knives from the center's kitchen.
From the dentist's kitchen? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, some of the victims had their ears chopped off.
Oh no.
And one had an eye removed.
I had no idea.
In all, they had 4 ears, 1 nose and 1 eye removed. 6 organs in total.
My God.
Yeah. I hope now that I've said all this aloud, it will really fade out from my memory. It often works. The killer must have been really desperate.
Desperate?
Possessed and completely oblivious of his actions.
I suppose you're right.
No one in their right mind would carry such a massacre.
No.
The FBI believes that removal of the organs occurred after the stabbing, so they might have been dead already.
God.
I hope they haven't suffered.
Yes, killer is often overpowered by rage triggered by some events. I don't believe those people know what they are doing. They are possessed by a force beyond themselves.
That could be a fair assessment.
Mr. Roosevelt.
Doc.
It's been 66 interviews.
Good God.
I believe you'll be leaving the center now.
Yes, finally.
We'll be in touch. Please email me whenever you need it.
I will, Doc. Thank you.
It has been a privilege, Mr. Roosevelt. Thank you.
Likewise.
I look forward to seeing you in the Senate.
Thanks, Doc.